Again, if you have something to say, go ahead and say it in the chat. We will reply to you shortly. The race will be starting in a minute and 30 seconds. The cars will be pacing around, so we're going to go ahead and give the running order off. And that is, as Adam was saying, we'll go back into row 4 with Connor Meyer starting next to Evan Coward. Noed in the number 9 car starting next to Spencer in the 22. We have Reyes and DeJong next to each other for 11th and 12th.
Row 6. In row 7 we have Connor Root and Dakota Khalil.
And next to them we have Osborne and Castile for 15th and 16th.
And in row number 9 we have Adam Douglas and Alex Wheeler. Alex Wheeler is in one of the older Fords, but his car has been one of the fastest all weekend.
And then we have Manchen de Lusso starting 19th and 20th.
And in the last row, number 11, we have Kyle Keith and Aaron Gabron. The 23rd car entered today.
It was the number 77 car. That was Steve. Steve Merzlak. Steven Merzlak was entered in the number 77 car. His car failed tech, and due to an illegal engine, he will not be starting this race, but we will hopefully see him next week.
At New Hampshire. Okay.
Drivers, start your engines!
The commands have been given.
The wonderful dual exhaust sound of these cars. Run around 70 times. We're expecting one pit stop in the late 50s.
Their pit windows pretty much between lap 50 and lap 60, so we'll see it between then.
And sharply, the Gen 6 cars are needed by next week. Gen 6 cars will have back-to-back races next week at New Hampshire and then Dover after that. Pace car heads around turn 4.
Made a little bit of adjustment to the sound. Sorry if you guys can hear sort of the audio. That should fix now.
These cars are kind of loud with dual exhaust.
Dual exhaust generation 4, the older style body cars with the bigger nose.
Todd, just Gen 6 cars for next week are due. If you have new cars for Dover, then the Dover cars will be due after New Hampshire.
Alright, green flag is in the air. Thomas will be taking him to the line. The turbo car starting next to him.
Benjamin Thomas has been just a powerhouse all week long. He and Aaron Gabron have some powerful Ford motors under them.
You see the racing around. He's trying to pick a line. He stays toward the bottom. That 48 car going right behind him, as well as the only Dodge in the field. 83 car stays to the outside, but that 48 is taking the lead. Behind him is a 21 car. Coming around to the first lap completed, 48 car will lead it for the ARCA series. That 29 car is moving up with Team Mancha right behind him. That 17 Camry has also been moving up on the high line with his teammate right behind him.
The 30 car of Adam Douglas has gone through a bit of a problem. He's not here to start the race. It's going to put big implications to him for this season.
That will. That's going to be quite an issue there for that NOS car. Sponsor also won't be happy about that. '27 cars moving up. No sponsor on that racing machine this weekend. Seems to still be proving himself. Team Munch is trying to be making a move. They have the whole line to themselves as they move together, staying together. Very smart for them to be packed up like that.
Well, we see their team leader Mancha is not anywhere around.
I think he's hanging around back there. TJ Maxx car also right there. He's moving along behind the time to 27. Aaron Douglas was leading the outside line as they've shifted. There it goes.
The 48 shredded machine is trying to stay up front.
We're hearing from Road Co Racing that they're kind of just enjoying the race right now, heading it all back. Nothing too big on the radio. We still got about 45 laps before the pit window. Everybody's still getting settled.
The 30 car has a transmission issue and they're trying to get that righted, see if they can get back on the racetrack. They gotta replace the whole system.
Well, that's gonna still be a bad point state for them. That's a tough break to hear from that race team. You don't want to have to start your season out that way, but it's going to make it very difficult when it comes down to the end of the year.
This race on 30 car actually is unsponsored. They put NOS decals on the car to say thank you for picking up more races this season. Motorcraft and NOS Energy will be going back to back all year. NOS Energy will be on the car next week, and then Drive Sober Delaware will be on the car later.
I noticed some strategy going on. Some teams would like to stay the front like Team Mantra, but some other teams are kind of hanging out towards the back even though they have a faster car. Southern Pride Racing seems to be hanging out even though they know they have faster cars.
Douglas does have his car back on the racetrack. His teammate is leading the race.
Interesting missed start there for the 30 car. We'll see what he can do after the pit stop cycle around, and maybe he can get his lap back if we get enough cautions.
I don't think we'll see much cautions here. These drivers just want to get a nice race going for their season. Connor Meyer's got one of the more stronger cars. He's always been strong on the plate tracks.
As they start to lap him, he'll be sitting on the outside line. Holding up the 9 car from Team Mantra is going to send him back and kind of ruin their strategy there a little bit.
3 wide for the back. It's the 83, our pole sitter.
Also, with the other guys who are in the front row next to there, Evan Coward in the Valvoline Chevrolet for Southern Pride Racing.
See the Davis Motorsports cars hanging in the back for now.
They are as well. May also be strategy. Whoa, a big move from Gabron, trying to go down for the 3rd position there behind the TJ Maxx car. Pulled right in front of the 42 car and split those 2 guys up. Everything seems to have settled up right there. That's a crazy move to be making this early, but it sure worked for him.
is just pulling everyone along in his line.
He certainly is. They seem to have settled down for right now as they wait for everything to go on and continue. Mancha's got the 9 car back there with him, so those two Team Mancha cars will be moving up. Todd is actually slowly moving up there in the Williams Syndrome number 3 Chevrolet. He's currently in the 7th position, moving up with the Team Mancha car and the Hershey's car right behind him, making that inside line work for him. And Coward pulls to the inside of the Hershey's car to make it 3 wide and go right behind his teammate, Mr. Castile. That 2T of Southern Pride Racing is moving up.
Definitely picking up now early in this one. We actually have more than just one row 3 wide now.
Drivers are certainly trying to get antsy, starting to make some moves. Todd is trying to move that target car out of his way, but the 42 is holding his line. The 74 TJ Maxx is pulled out of line of that Chevrolet.
That Roadkill Racing machine is trying to get as further up as possible.
As well as his teammate, which both trying to get up there. Their Toyotas are very powerful.
The 2 Fords up front are trying to have none of it.
Logan Braun is certainly holding him off there with the Ford EcoBoost 29 of my bad. Yes, Connor Meyer.
Fast pace being set by Connor Meyer.
Coward makes it 3 wide to pass the team owner onto the inside. He's going to go from 6th to 3rd. Wow, what a great move there made by Evan Coward in that Valvoline Chevrolet.
One of the Wheeler Harris cars is trying to move up to the front.
We're hearing over the radio for the number 3 over the issues there with that Target Chevrolet. I'll put his ass in the wall, that dumbass. Very frustrated racing. Evan Coward moves into 2nd place, passing Aaron Gabron. Submissions to work out between Todd Castillo and number 42 Toyota. Coward making a move towards the lead. That 88's about to be in the lead.
Very nice chrome on the blue on the 88.
A very beautiful scheme. No, we are not doing screenshots. And the 88 will lead the lap barely over the 18 car. That is a bonus point that team will receive for that.
The 30 car is looking to disrupt everything here as we have the 2 Davis cars leading the race.
Wow, the Davis Toyota is out front.
That's Chris and Francie Davis, the brother and sister team duo.
Awesome to see them trying to do stuff out here.
I believe they're the first Toyotas to lead the race.
Coward goes back to the inside, making it 3 wide. He's trying to get the lead back from the Davis cars. He will set them both back, and Southern Pride Racing will take the lead back as the Valvoline Chevrolet is leading. The number 1 car, his Ford, he's trying to get it up there as well, right behind Adam, and the number 30 NOS Ford. 27 is also up there. You're seeing a lot of the underfunded cars. That Winfield Ford actually made the inside line work, and he's going to be pushing the lapped car to get ahead. SBR is looking to expand their racing and looking for clean drivers. They want aggressive, but they want clean. Interesting to see that they want to expand their team after seeing all the success that they're having right now. 2 laps left.
Wants a third driver, but they don't want anyone clean. They want aggressive. Their way of going at this is try to make as much contact as possible and make sure you don't fall out of the race.
There's also the one-car team there, that Dodge, that Kmart Dodge is leading right there for Sears Motorsport. That's Aaron Douglas' team.
You see Root Racing leading the race right now.
Nice to see Root Racing back out leading after the Winfield car actually led a lap as well. But now Pickford is trying to get it from the inside of that Turbo 44. Holding the inside line right there. 83, who has started the race in first, is trying to get it back. Team Mantra has also resurrected their line, and here they are trying to fight for the lead as well.
It's our pole sitter.
Of course, they're trying to move around the 44. We'll also start it towards the front. Also have Aaron Douglas up there in that 21 Dodge.
Upwards of around 200 miles an hour.
They're going extremely fast. 196, 197 entering the corner. The second goes at 21 Dodge. There's also the 48 and the Team Mantra car. Coca-Cola Ford is still leading the race.
48 is one of the 3 cars in Wheeler Harris Racing.
.48 trying to get underneath the 21, and he will. He will make the move on the 21 Dodge, and the 44 will follow him, leaving Aaron out to dry on the outside line once more.
2 4s are going to try to work together.
Dylan, my bad. Dakota on the inside line is starting to get some moves. Now moving to the 4th position.
Dakota won the first preseason Thunder race. Pit stops are approaching in about 30 to 36 laps.
Dakota has definitely moved up quite a bit. Into the 3rd position now, right behind the 44 Toyota. Mantra is right behind him. Team Mancho. And the 44 is trying to make a move on the 83. Then his Camry might be able to pass the Fusion. He'll get to him before the line. Team Macho falling right behind him with the 48 car. He's trying to hold off both lines. He will lead the lap. That is a bonus point for the number 44 crew.
And Richie Monch is going to try to bring in the Wheeler Harris machine to the front of the pack. Richie blocks.
Pepsi car is moving up alongside the Coca-Cola car. A couple rival sponsors going on there.
See Ryan DeLuso's finally moving up. He hasn't showed his face here yet today.
little bit of a hang of a lead, but that's going to hurt that Toyota. He's trying to move around the line so people don't get his draft.
Wheeler Harris' car is following him. Left.
As well as that Pepsi Impala right behind him. Trying to go to the inside, but not enough space to make it happen. That 48 Ford is trying to get around him.
The next Wheeler Harris car in the field is the 91. It looks like the one car has fallen to the back of the pack.
3 line 2 lanes back towards the back of the field. That's Gabron and Aaron all tangled up in that on the outside line, trying to make things work.
And here comes the Wheeler Harris car to the bottom. He's going to get there. All alone, too.
And it looks like Team Macho's going to follow him. That 7 car will move into the second position once they get around these guys on the outside line. That Ford will lead a lap.
The Davis cars are probably the only team that is still together.
.48 is out and leading right now. He's doing a pretty successful job of keeping everything under control. Holding off 2 lines right now.
DJ Harris has got to find a lane to block here. It's like Team Macho is still going to just follow him through. Interesting alliance there. The Davis cars have been torn together now.
And now we're starting to see the Red Bull Racing Ford. The number 91 car is trying to move up further.
That is the 3rd entry of Wheeler Harris.
Trying to work with his teammate.
Oh, they're going to leave the 48 out to dry.
Oh, and Team
Payback
Macho
for the earlier
will get the first taste of leading the race here.
Not if the other Wheeler Harris car has something to say about it.
Well, he's going to go up and block the other car. I don't know why he would try to make that move. The 91 might make it into the corner then. And he will!
Does. And the 44 car is right back here.
Wow. And the 91 of Wheeler Harris will continue to lead the race. Oh, a little bit of a bump from the 44 right behind him. He will just get eventually to lead the lap.
Close one there as the target car moves in to just get in front of the 30 car. Connor Meyer has come out of nowhere. He's running 2nd now. 3 wide for 3rd. Wheeler Harris car is going to be shuffled out. Here's Evan Coward, the SBR machine.
They are all over the place. Drivers are not settling in.
Connor Meyer and Brett Pitchard have just checked out so far here. Evan Coward's trying to stay in.
He's doing his best in that Southern Pride Racing car. Connor racing ahead of him, as well as the 44. Trying to make a move on the inside line and hoping he can just use the cleaner air to pull around his number 29. But that draft isn't going to help.
88's got a problem with the cooling system, trying to keep the car cool behind 29. Everyone's reporting the 29 is just stupid fast here. .44 car has been the only one that's been able to contest, and Evan is putting his 29 out to dry.
The field is caught back up a little bit. That Toyota is trying to lead there with Evan.
Good said if they can keep the 29 behind, it'll be a fair game.
And to the back will go the 29 car. That Ford EcoBoost Ford is falling back.
Another one of the Roadkill Motorsports entries will try to keep him up there. Evan Coward.
Looking around, we have about 20 laps until the fuel window. Gabron, all dicey in the back, as well as Team Macho and the TJ Maxx car. Everybody is shuffling all over, trying to get track position before we get to pit stops. Team Macho is trying to come back. The number 9 car. Sharp pulls it. Oh, he gets blocked out from Dakota on the inside line, trying to fall back in with the others. That could have ended badly. He could try to do it again. He's still not there.
Dakota.
Either he's trying to side draft or things are just not working out for him.
LeBron's got a problem.
They're getting antsy with each other.
He's falling a little bit off of the rear of the field. The field is starting to get strung out.
There'll be no use for Connor. No way to go pull back into line. Aaron's 21 Dodge will be moving up right behind Dakota. Will be the new inside line behind Macho, who just passed the number 42 Target Toyota. And they'll be moving up on Evan Coward in the Southern Pride Racing Chevrolet.
It's going to be difficult for him to pass the 44.
44, I think, has led the most laps tonight.
Not quite the halfway yet.
Macho to the inside of the 88 car.
Reinforcements are inbound for Team Monster.
Their whole team is up inside the top 10 right now.
They're looking on Aaron Douglas to move up another spot.
Oh, but they're trying to stay with that draft as well. The 7 car flexes with them. That 3 wide is already settled out.
Is now going to pull out, or is he just going to stay behind the 44?
It could be a risky decision to pull down, but will everybody go with him?
Davis Motorsports machine of Chris Davis is looking to move up a little bit.
He did just get blocked, though, by the number 8 car. Team Macho is trying to move their whole car to the top 5, and they might before they get to the line. Aaron
Douglas is looking to break up the Macho cars.
We'll actually rejoin them by pushing the other one back. Team Macho is all together right now, racing with each other, but now they have one strung out to drive.
Oh, Aaron Douglas is there! He's there!
The number 21 car is trying to pull ahead of the 44.
And just an update on the NASCAR Xfinity race. The race has gone back racing.
And Team Macho is trying to pull the lead. The number 7 car with the 18.
They're in a diagonal formation.
Wow, they are all surrounding all the other cars. But now the 18 is going to pull the side, and it's the 7 car.
Reyes will lead that lap.
The 48 car is back looking for the lead again. He hasn't gotten to be a lap, but he's trying to get up there and get a lap in. We are 15 laps from pit stops.
Oh, a little bit of contact between the Macho cars coming out of the corner.
They're 3 wide. Number 1 car on the inside in his Ford. Whoa!
Sharp is
making
back.
a risky move. Where did he come from? Already back to second place is Sharp in that number 29 Ford.
And he's looking for the lead. He's
And
got
he's
it.
gonna pull the inside. Sharp in that Ford EcoBoost Ford will be taking the lead once more. Myers trying to now hold the inside line from the number 42 Toyota. Adam, who is still 5 laps down in that NOS Ford, not Toyota.
I can't imagine what would they, if the 30 and the 29 get 1-2 here. The 30 car's got nothing to lose.
Yeah, this is interesting. So he can just block both lines and not have to worry about it. And that's exactly what that team is doing right now. Some strategy is being played early on.
Douglas Autosports running not 1-2. 30 cars 4 laps down.
But one car, that 30 NOS, is holding off the others while the 29 is leading the race. Drivers know they're going to want that track position before it comes up. Adam is looking for the inside to get a lap back, but it's not going to mean much for him. He actually will be able to stay out a little bit longer.
Wheeler Harris cars are behind them now.
Both sides are
It seems to
gaining up.
have a plan to work together.
Yeah, you can see the
Sort of
team
dominating the
Macho
two
is
lines.
regrouped in the back, as well as Southern Pride Racing. They've all just kind of regrouped. They're figuring out what they want to do and moving up.
This outside line actually has a decent amount of cars in it. We know they're faster on the straightaways.
Fuel window is about 16 laps right now.
Oh, someone's going to make it 3 wide here.
And the
91's
91 is
looking.
going to push the inside, but is blocked by
And
the
Sharp's going
30.
to be able to come back to the lead.
Hang on, the 91 has an edge. That Red Bull energy drink 91 is trying to get around him. With help of the 62 Pepsi, he will be able to. So now Sharp has forces on the way.
Ryan DeLusso trying to help the 91 car get around the 30. Still
And here
3
comes
wide.
that 91
Almost
car.
4
Walking
wide.
to the inside is the 30 car.
He's got to keep as many cars between he and the 29 as possible.
You can see him switching between all 3 lanes, blocking the 27, 62, and 1. He already let one car go by, and that was a 91 Red Bull, trying to not let another one go by to his teammate. Three wide in the back, that Target Toyota is on the outside the 17 and the 88. You start to hear a strategy in the pits of when drivers want to pit. Some may push fuel to make it towards the end and have better tires towards the end than others.
The window opens in 10 to 18 laps.
And
Douglas
is
is
working
working-
by
Oh,
3
Root!
wide
Root got
to the
around.
inside of him now, the 27 car.
And it's going to be the Connor race now.
So Connor Meyer and Connor Root both have their Ford and Toyota. My bad, Ford and Chevy there. One unsponsored. Actually, technically, they are both unsponsored. One has just got Ford decals on it.
Ford is providing manufacturer support to the team to get the 29 to the track.
Anyone else paying attention to the 3 and the 88? Southern Pride Racing has made their way together up to the front, split between the number 1 car.
Now we know Sharp's going to pull an aggressive strategy here. Connor Meyer and Douglas Autosport have a long history of trying to pull some sort of strategy on the plate tracks. They're 3 wide behind Offline.
So Brute has fallen back a little bit. Tonka still there in that number 3 Williams Syndrome Chevrolet. He's trying to get to the inside. He's peeking around, trying to find draft, trying to get someone to go with him. Just not enough to cut off the one car.
Many people have described the 29 as just a boat. When you get behind him, there's no draft.
That's one of the things that Dale Earnhardt Jr. is able to do at Talladega, why he's so dominant at those super speedways and hold that outside line. As you can see, the side draft work is going on.
Oh, looks like Evan Coward's going to get around Alex Wheeler here for second spot.
This will be the 3rd time Evan Coward has battled for the 1st position. He has gotten around Connor before. I'm pretty sure he can do it again. Gabron also is moving back up to the top. We're about 5 to 15 laps from the pit window. Fuel is coming down to an end on these cars. They are going to need to pit soon. Teams are making up their decisions of what they want to do for pit strategy.
88's pushing the 29 down the field, looking for it. And he's going to go to the lead. Evan Coward.
Evan Coward leading once more here at Daytona.
And Sharp had to have let him go. Just staying on the right side of him like that has made Sharp go to the back.
Yeah, I think Evan's actually trying to do the same thing as he stays to the outside line as well, but just enough to
your
lead the
pole
lap.
sitter is now the new leader. Coward did lead that lap. Francie Davis is behind Benjamin Thomas.
She's trying to take the lead there. Team Macho moving up a bit as well. 44 goes back to the inside of Francie, trying to make a move on her.
A big block.
Wow. Coward back to the inside line.
That was a risky move. He cut down all across the track, right across the bumper of the 2 Macho cars.
That was a really risky move. Francie also just did the same thing. She's back on the inside line. What seems to be key here at these super speedways is just staying on the inside.
Oh, a lot of shifting going around in the middle of the pack.
They're trying to get around it. Francie moves back.
LeBron just put the 29 in the wall.
Wow, first contact of the night there. A little bit of heat between those 2 Fords.
We saw contact earlier between the 2 Macho cars. Now we have a little bit more between the 38 and the 29.
88's trying to pull below that 8 car so that he can stay there within that position. But now Dakota has pulled there in his Menard Chevrolet, and I don't think he's going to be able to get around there.
Here comes Dakota looking to get some more positions before we approach pit stops.
We're about 10 laps away at the medium from pitting. 83 is still leading the race, but 44 behind him as well as Francie.
A lot of shifting going around all over the field. Trying to get last minute position upgrades.
Wow, they are shifting all over the place. And it looks like that Dodge 21 has moved back up as well. Francie and Dakota, those 3 cars have not led a lap yet. They want that bonus point. 21 trying to move to the inside. We'll see if he can hold it there with the 48.
Like red is the way to go.
Oh, that was a close block there with the 66 car.
The top 4 cars all have red on their paint schemes.
This is true. You know what they say about red cars? They're faster. And it looks like the 18 moves the 21 out of the way. He's moving up with his team. More shifting around and shuffling going on.
I read those strategies.
5 laps to the start of pitting. Just keep an eye out on these cars. Francie is to the back bumper of that 83 Ford, trying to get around
Now
him.
she's got help from her brother here.
And she's trying to the inside. Dakota swung to the inside.
And our first
almost
hitter.
right into
The Macho car.
And
That's now with Pat wearing the number 9.
well, he is good to go to the end. So some strategy is being played by Noah here. We'll see what he'll be able to do. It'll probably be a 4-tire and fuel pit stop. It'll be interesting. Who's going to come down next?
We're down the back stretch.
Gabron moving up with the 27 car.
Chris Davis is looking for the lead.
Davis to the inside of the 83 car. Let's see
3
who
wide
goes
down
to
the
pit.
back.
Who will pit? Who will not? Will he wreck?
Coward's coming down.
Coward.
As well as the other Macho car.
Macho. Number 1.
That's
22.
Richie Mancha in the number 8. Alex Wheeler's down pit road. So is Austin Spencer.
So it looks like Team Macho has interesting strategy being played. They have the cars going for each different individual stop.
Right now it would be the leader once pit stops cycle around.
We'll see as things go. Some drivers may take 2 tires. Shuffling around there is a 27 and 21. They better be careful swerving around the backstretch like that.
The huge lead for the 83 and the 66.
Let's see if they're going to pit.
We expect Dakota down this time.
Dakota and 83 begin to pit, as well as the 18, 38.
Here's the first pack
Macho.
coming down. The last Macho car is coming down.
18, 7, 38, 91, 48, 42, 62, and 74 are all on pit road.
All 3 of the Dakota Caudill Motorsports cars at pit this time.
Cars
Sharp
that have
shit
not
on the
pitted
racetrack.
is Sharp, Adam Douglas, Todd Castile, Brett Pitchard. That would be Connor Root, Aaron Douglas, and Francie Davis. All have not pitted yet. Francie will have her bonus point now because she has led a lap. Probably stayed out to get that bonus point.
She will come down this time with Aaron Douglas.
I believe the rest of the field is
now it is the current leader.
Adam hasn't, but that's because he had an issue with the transmission earlier.
He can go a few laps longer.
And now, by this time, everybody will have cycled around. And we're hearing some heat discussion over the radio. The number 38 team of Aaron LeBron sending out a warning to Dakota that if he gets into him again, that there will not be easy contact return. The number 27 is currently your leader. Where is he on track?
He's right there. He just pitted. This is off the pit road, so we'll see who comes around first. I believe Nowled's going to be your leader. No, Richie Manch is your leader. Go to the bottom.
Oh, hang on. He's got to choose lane where to go.
It's like Davis is going to keep the lead here.
Actually, Francie will keep the lead.
This is the front pack. more than likely we will see the second half come up to them because this is a really small group of cars.
Apparently there's races inside of the 38 car. We saw it fly out on the racetrack. Not too sure what Garrod is doing inside that racing machine, but I think he'd be up towards the lead more if he was actually paying attention to driving.
Instead of eating the chocolate. Maybe that's maybe why he has Butterfingers. There are only 5 lead lap cars in the 6-car group.
Still leading in this pack is Francie Davis, 83, and her brother right behind her. Something might have been wrong with the 3 car. Not sure why, but off pace is the number 3 car, the Williams Syndrome Chevrolet at Southern Pride Racing. Made a second pit stop. They might have missed something, or they might have taken...
They went to make an adjustment and they broke part on the car. They had to come around and pit again.
Interesting to see. Back retained the lead is the number 83 car. He started this race in the lead.
Okay, anyone contest.
And Dakota making some moves, trying to get to the inside to go with him, but Francie stayed up and he went back up as well. Single filed out.
The 2 preliminary race winners running first and third. Benjamin Thomas and Dakota Cotto.
Both these drivers are very good at super speedway races, but we have the number 8 from Team Macho trying to break these guys up and get around them in his Chevrolet.
Douglas might pay a dividend here as the Macho car has taken the lead. Richie Mancha.
We're hearing over the radio, very frustrated as Todd is still in his number 3 car. He had said that he was firing his pit crew for breaking what it appears to be a gas can on pit road. The gas can was dropped and broken as a crew member went over the wall. The car did not get any gas in it. They had to come back around and get more gas in the car. So Team Macho back in the lead at number 8 car. He is our 13th different leader tonight. Coming across the stripe to 10 to go.
Now 9 laps to go. Richie Mancha leads. Oh, trouble for Mancha as he goes through wire, loses the lead to Dakota Caudill and Chris Davis. Dakota's your new leader.
But hang on, look at this. A bigger, faster pack is on the way with 7 laps to go.
They're still 5 seconds back. They're 4 seconds back now.
Okay, so we may have another pack on the way for a last-minute upset. Dakota leading our 14th different leader for the night.
Benjamin Thomas is looking for the lead.
Once again, battling with the help of another fellow Ford, the 30 NOS.
The Manufacturers Championship for this year is determined by wins, not necessarily points. The exhibition races will also count towards those points for the Manufacturer Championship.
Yes, they will, but you still need wins for these exhibition races. Big money put into those for those who get to be in it.
Wonderful points day for the top 5 here. Working off strategy.
Unfortunately, the number 3 car for Williams Syndrome may be going a lap down by the time this race is over.
The second pack is slowly catching, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh, they might. We'll see when they come across the line how close they are. I mean, we do have another lap car that's going to slow the pace down to this coming up. They're going to shuffle on the back as Dakota almost just body slammed the wall. They're going to try and move around to the outside of the 3 car that will slow this line down.
Adam's going to move everyone down to try to slow him down more.
Oh, the lap cars are holding up the leaders right now.
Could be all part of the plan.
This is interesting. Oh, there was almost a wreck there. The Williams Syndrome and 30 car touched quarter panels entering the corner. Now keep in mind, leading the race right now is the 17 car. My bad, now the 83. But those 2 cars right there leading both packs are a lap down.
3 seconds now.
And should we say the interval between the 83 and the 17 across the line was by about 3/1000ths of a second.
I tell you, the longer they stay like this, it's going to just...
And there goes the Davis cars, pushing each other on the inside, blocked by Todd.
Keep him back there.
Oh. And the other pack is only 3.5 seconds back as we are coming down with 4 to go. This could be interesting. Todd holding out the front pack, trying to get his teammate back up here.
It's just not going to be enough. Richie Mancha's back to second place over Chris Davis.
Francie leading. Could a woman win the first ARCA Offline race? She works around the number 3 car. Team Macho right behind him. She side drafts and retains the lead. She clears the number 3 car.
ARCA officials aren't very happy with the 3 car. He's got his finger out the window. 3 to go here.
Francie leading, trying to hold off Team Macho. Toyota versus Chevrolet. 2 laps cars holding out the other 3. Macho to the inside of the 17.
Going for the win here.
Todd is trying to catch back up between those two. The 30 and the 3 car are both laps down. And Todd is trying to peek to the inside. Macho blocks the 3 car. He is your new leader. 2 to go.
It's all over right now if those 2 lap cars can stay there. Chevy helping
Hang
Chevy.
on, 83 is going to the inside of the 30.
I don't think it's enough time to pass.
Todd
2
goes to
cars.
the inside of the 8 car.
It's
This will
gonna
push him
move
to
him
the
out of
outside. 83 will be able to go around the outside of him.
Oh, what a ridiculous move. It's going to impact the outcome of this race.
Oh, it will, but hang on now. The 83 is on the outside.
Here comes
Francie.
the 17.
Francie is going to be getting it. White flag is in the air. She's trying to get to the inside of the 30 car. She's underneath the 8. She is now leading the race.
30 cars take down
Dakota
the block.
looking for the inside. Francie leading the race side by side with the 8 car. Blocked by the 30.
Hey, the 30, they actually are keeping pace. The 17's clearly
Hang
out
on,
in front.
66 is looking at the inside. She goes down to the block. Francie will win the first ARCA race. A woman winning at a stock car race.
Dakota will finish 2nd, Richie Mancha 3rd, Chris Davis 4th, and Benjamin Thomas 5th.
Wow. That is crazy. Lap car is determining the outcome of that race. 1 block moves the 83 up to the outside. Francie will win. Get bonus points for that as well. Great effort by both the 18 and the 17 for their Toyotas.
The final, for the rest of the top 10, is Brett Pritchard in the 44, Noah Pat Larry in the number 9, Connor Rue in the 27, Evan Coward in the 88,
And then the
and
number
Reyes
7.
in the number 7.
And then in the number, and then following for the rest of the top 20 is the number 22 car for 11th. Aaron Gabrun will finish 12th. The 62 car finishes 13th. Connor Meyer finishes 14th. Number 1 and 15th, as well as the 48 car. 91 finishes 17th. And the number 42 car will finish 18th. Aaron Douglas finishing 19th. The 74 finishing 20th. And in 21st is Todd Castile, and rounding out the field is the number 30 car. Todd, because he was the first car on the lead, first car a lap down, crossed the line first, did not finish this race a lap down. He finished on the lead lap, so congrats for him for getting his lap back. Great effort by everybody out there. Fantastic race. To conclude our stream, points will be posted posted tomorrow.